Alright, so I just got myself some door bushings. The OEM one is, basically it's rubber. So I got some Craven Speed door bushings. Craven Speed door bushings. The only thing I don't like about them is that they only come in red. So, I mean, the car's red, so it's not so bad, but I wish it was, it was black instead. So looking at it like so, it looks like it goes in like this. Just where the holes are, this bumper here is a little bit further out, so it's like that, like so. So people will say this is supposed to help stiffen up things. I don't think that's true. That doesn't make sense to me about stiffening up the chassis. But what people also say is that it kind of makes the door feel a little bit more solid, and it doesn't rattle. That's why I want it. I do hear a little bit of rattling coming from at least on my driver's side door, anyways. So the screwdriver here is a number 3 Japanese industrial standard. I guess you could use a Phillips number 3 too, but it's not quite the same. It's better to use the actual Japanese screwdriver. On here. So take that out. So you're gonna use those 2 screws, or bolts I should say. So that's gonna be a little dusty. Get something to wipe that off. Let's see. Wipe it off a little bit. That's good enough. It's gonna get dusty anyways. So no big deal. So hopefully I don't have to do any trimming on this. What I heard about these door stops is that on most other brands you have to like kind of shave them down, file them down a little bit, just so they fit better. Otherwise the door might not close, or it's really difficult to close the doors. So from what I was reading about them, people were saying that the Craven Speed ones are less likely to require that, to require you to trim them down, file them down. So I make it just enough that way it could still move around a little bit, but not so much where it just free flops. And the reason why is that because there is a little bit of movement to this. Just a little bit of movement. If you put some whatever location and you tighten it down, the door might not close because it doesn't line up with the door. It might not close properly. So the key thing is to just enough so the way it still could move a little bit. So then you just close the door, and then the door piece will get this into its proper place, proper location. Right, and there's the door piece right here. So it's like basically it's like a cup. It's just a piece of metal, like so. I'm gonna close the door up. Whoa, that sounded really solid. You can hear like a much more solid sounding. So it feels like it pushed it all the way in and up. Nope, not all the way up. Somewhere in the middle as far as up and down. But I'm gonna push it out this way and maybe down. I think there's more play downwards, so I'm gonna push it towards the way there's more play. And close that. And that should be good. Just like so. Alright, just like so. Tighten this a little bit. And go back and forth. If you crank down one side too tight, this thing will move. Just the nature of having two fasteners like so on the same plane. When you tighten it, one is loose and you tighten the other one, this thing would want to twist with that bolt, with that screw. So a little bit at a time, a little bit at a time. So that way it doesn't move. But you can definitely hear the difference in the sound. It sounds a lot more solid. There's no. It sounds more solid, more noisy. Kind of like a clink almost. So that looks good. I'm pushing on the door. I don't see much movement. So closes and open easily. Let's look at the other side. We could compare the noise. See that? It's a lot quieter. Let's see if this thing moves. Oh, it doesn't move much either. There's not much movement either. So that's a pretty good fit. I think where people complain a lot about these door bushings is that it's a soft rubber. Over time, the rubber degrades and it becomes more. It becomes less solid. You know, less firm. It just has more give, and that's where the door gets kind of goofy on you. Anyways, so yeah, so it sounds a lot more quieter. Let me touch this side as well. And hopefully attaching this side will be just as easy. These screws or these bolts are not on that. They're not on that that tight. So they're not on that that tight. Where's my wipe cleaner? Let me get my little wiper. Okay, it's off. Goes in. Again, same thing with the thicker side here, facing out. So you notice when I screw things, I always go counterclockwise first and let the thread seat before I actually go clockwise. That's how you ensure you don't get cross threads. Otherwise, if you just go straight into threading it clockwise, there's a very high possibility to cross thread the screws. So go a little bit, it's a little bit tighter, so it's a little bit harder to move around. So I'm going to push it out and down. Okay, let's close this. See which way it moves. Which way did it move? I definitely moved in. I want down, right? Let me go down again. So it moved up. It moved up and in. So I'm gonna go down and out and let it move itself again. Then I can tighten it down. I just wanted to see which way it moves, that's all. Okay. That's good there. Again, tighten one side a little bit at a time. Oops, I saw it move. I saw the block move when I tightened this side down. So let me redo that again. Saw that block move. So let me push it out again, push it out and push it down. Okay, should be good. So let's see if it moves. Alright, no movement. So far so good. A little bit of time, a little bit of time. Yeah, no movement. Alright, so I'm going to start cinching it down now. So I'm not a big fan of having it sound louder, but then, you know, this is Darwin, right? Or that's a proprietary name, like Kevlar. The actual name is generic name is God, what do they call it? Acetate or something like that. Acetate. Anyways, Darwin is a engineered plastic, so it's very strong stuff. Great plastic. I use it for a lot of different things. You could actually use it even for tooling, like making a Darwin hammer, for example. Instead of using like a rubber hammer or rubber mallet, you can use a Darwin hammer or Darwin mallet, and it's hard enough, strong enough to use as that, but at the same time, it doesn't have, it's not so bouncy like a rubber one is. Okay, that's tightened in there. Test it again one more time. So it definitely sounds more solid if you hear it. Man, it sounds really solid. So closing it lightly, it still closes. Alright, so let's see if I could. Yeah, it feels the same as far as pushing the door in. It still seems solid like the rubber blocks. But anyways, there you have it. So thanks for watching.